Hi guys! So it has been a long time since I filmed. I'm sorry, it's probably been 3 months or something. I had a break down. No, I'm joking. I've had a break. I had deadlines and things, and I'm back home at the minute for now. I've moved it out of halls and I can't wait to show you guys the house, my new room and everything, but for now let's just catch up and I'm going to answer some questions. I asked you guys to ask me questions about it like 3 months ago, I'm sorry, but I'm finally going to answer them. And I asked you guys on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I update that a lot more than on here, but that's about to change. I'm gonna carry on filming. But anyway, yeah, let's get on with some of the questions. First question is from Jess for Now, and she says, is it true you're in love with Jess for Now? Yes, I am in love with Jess for Now. I love you. Okay. Ella Leacock asks, how's life? Life is actually really good at the minute. I can't believe I'm saying that. I've got amazing friends and I'm just very happy, and I'm going on holiday next week to Canada with my family and I'm thinking about vlogging it, but I'm not sure. And Ella Leacock asked another question and she said, any advice for someone wanting to go to university who has a mental health condition? One, be prepared. You've got to be ready to go. I wouldn't just go thinking, oh, I'll give it a go. You've got to be ready, and not fully recovered, but because sometimes you can't be fully recovered, but just be prepared because it is a very stressful thing, having coursework to do, having to meet new people, having a whole new environment. Change can be a trigger, so you have got to be ready. It took me one try, went home, and then tried again, and I've made it through the year, only just, and it's been like a proper learning curve. And just make sure that you have support. So a lot of unis have mentoring, so someone who comes in just to check you're okay and can communicate with your lecturers about certain things like changing deadlines and things if you're struggling. To have a whole like support network is really important, and if you can get help from mental health services wherever you're going to uni as well. I might do a whole video on dealing with mental health at uni. If you're interested in something like that, let me know. Maisie Rice asks, how often do you go home and do you ever get homesick? So glad you are back. Thanks, Maisie. I didn't really get homesick. I think because I spent so long at home not really doing anything, and just I felt quite stuck at home, and a lot of my friends were at uni and stuff, so like I wasn't really missing home that much. Like obviously I miss home comforts and I miss my dog and my family, but I never really visited home. I probably went home once or twice during a term, maybe once, but that was mainly because my mental health wasn't great. But a lot of my friends would stay from September till Christmas and Christmas till the end of term. So I went to Falmouth Uni, which is in Cornwall, which is very far from like Oxford, where I live, so it wasn't really an option to go home all the time. But I would really recommend, if you go to uni, not to visit home that much in the first term, because you need to like build relationships and make friends, and if you're always disappearing, people will forget about you. Harrison Cages asks, where are your favourite places to buy clothes? Okay, I do like shopping on ASOS, simply because I have ASOS Premier, so you can get it like delivered the next day. It's so easy and quick, and they have lots of brands on ASOS, so you don't necessarily have to shop directly. Dolls Kill is well a website I really like. They stock like Lazy Oaf, Rip and Dip, Unif, I'm pretty sure, and they a lot more like festival kind of clothing, so that's a really good site. I can't remember if it's American or not, so you might have to pay for shipping. And then another place is vintage shops or charity shops. My favourite vintage shops are like Beyond Retro in London, Rocket Vintage, then there's a few vintage shops in Falmouth. And also, if you're in a nice area, charity shops are often filled with lots of stuff that you wouldn't expect people to throw away because they're just so nice. So I would definitely recommend looking around charity shops, but you will have to go through a lot of shit before you find some good stuff. So you've got to like have some patience for that. Albert asks, if you were stuck on a desert island and you could take one music album to listen to on repeat of, one makeup item and one other miscellaneous object that wasn't a phone because no signal, what would you take? Glad you're back in full force, girl. Thank you. Music album. If I was gonna go tomorrow to this desert island, which would be quite nice, I think, I would take Tyler the Creator's Flower Boy. Is it Flower Boy Scumfuck or just Flower Boy? I'd take that album because every song on there is a banger. Apart from I don't really like Glitter that much, but I really like that album and I feel like I could listen to the whole thing and enjoy it, compared to some albums where I have a lot of favourite albums, a lot of favourite different musicians and things, different genres, but there's always a few songs that you just don't like that much, whereas on this album I seem to love every song. So I'd take that. Makeup item, I'd probably take an eyebrow pencil simply because I just don't look good when I haven't done my eyebrows. And I'd take the NYX micro brow pencil, which is pretty much the same as the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow pencil. I think they're even made in the same factory, so that's a tip because NYX is half the price. One other object, I'd probably take a notebook and a pen. Can you take that? So like I could write and draw, and yeah, I just think that would be one of the things I would take. Nadia asks, what's life like at uni? Is it scary? Any advice? Yes, I love your videos and pics. Oh, thank you. If I had any advice, cheesy as it sounds, just be yourself. It's like a new start, fresh start. You don't have to pretend to be anyone. I found people a lot less judgmental at uni compared to school. Like, school's just horribly bitchy, like cliquey. Everyone's a lot more chilled out and everyone is up for making friends, especially in freshers. Everyone wants to have a friend. And life at uni, what's it like? Well, watch my weekly vlog for a little taster. I filmed that a few months ago, and yeah, that's kind of a good example really, because I've got like a bit of what we get up to on the weekends and then like lectures and things. So yeah, I'm hopefully gonna weekly vlog when I'm back at uni as well. Rose's Pastels asks, hi, I love your channel. What university do you go to? What is your major? And do you have any advice for someone who wants to take fashion design? I go to Falmouth University in Cornwall and I do fashion marketing. Any advice for someone who wants to take fashion design? I personally never did textiles or design, so I did art, but I wouldn't know anything about necessarily fashion design. And that's basically all the questions that I got on Instagram, because I'm like, my channel has been struggling a little bit, so I haven't got too many questions. But if you have any more questions, leave them down below and I'll answer. And I should be back with a new video very soon. And let me know if you would like to see Canada vlogs. And I love you all. Hope you are well, and I will see you soon. Bye.